I want to start this video with something that might surprise you coming from a mortgage broker. The best advice I give most of my clients is to borrow less. Not less overall, less in the wrong places. Let me explain what I mean, because this is the philosophy that drives everything I do, and it's the thing that separates a transactional broker from a genuine wealth strategy partner. The problem with how most people borrow, when most people think about getting a mortgage, they ask one question: how much can I get? They go to a broker or a bank, they get a maximum borrowing figure, and then they try to buy the most property that number allows. That approach might feel like maximizing your opportunity. In reality, it often does the opposite. Here's why. Your home loan is non-deductible debt. Every dollar of interest you pay on it is money gone. No tax offset, no investment return, no income generated. The longer it takes you to pay off your home, the more of your income disappears into interest that builds nothing. When you over-leverage your family home, borrow too much, stretch the repayments, leave yourself no cash flow buffer, you slow down the most important financial goal you have, owning that home, debt-free. The two types of debt, I want to make this really simple. There are two types of debt in a wealth strategy. Non-deductible debt is your home loan. It costs you money and builds no income. The goal is to eliminate this as fast as possible. Deductible debt is your investment lending. The interest is tax deductible, the asset generates income, and the debt is working toward building a portfolio that can eventually replace your salary. The goal here is to grow this strategically, not recklessly, but deliberately. The mistake I see constantly is people doing it backwards, borrowing the maximum on their home, barely servicing that loan, and having nothing left to build with. Or worse, pulling equity out of their home to fund lifestyle purchases, sending themselves further back. What the right strategy looks like. The clients I do my best work with understand this framework from the start. We sit down not just to get a loan approved, but to map out the entire debt journey. What does your home loan look like right now? Are you structured correctly, offset account in the right place, repayments optimized? What does your cash flow look like? And how do we accelerate the paydown of non-deductible debt? And simultaneously, what does the investment side look like? Where are the right markets? What's the right timing? What does the portfolio look like at year 5 and year 10? Which experts do we need in the room? A buyer's agent, an accountant, a financial planner to make sure every decision is coordinated. This is a longer conversation than most brokers want to have, but it's the only conversation worth having if your goal is genuine financial independence, not just a bigger loan. What I want you to take from this, if you've been thinking about your mortgage purely in terms of how much you can borrow, I want to challenge you to think differently. The question isn't how much can I borrow, it's what does my debt need to look like in order to build real wealth over the next 10 to 15 years? That question has a very different answer, and it's one I'd love to work through with you. I'm Lewis Johns, investment property specialist, mortgage broker. If this resonated, subscribe. Every video on this channel is built around strategy first thinking, not just loan mechanics. And if you want to look at your own debt structure, DM me the word strategy and we'll start there.